Kobo's e-reader devices have a few issues with them, and as a result, Kobo, the company, wants to create a community so that people like you can help other Kobo owners fix their devices. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and it's interesting how much we've been talking about e-readers on this channel recently. I guess the stars just kind of came together. They all came together so that we could talk about these things. I've been talking about Amazon more and more. Barnes & Noble just got bought. I shared my preferences between the Kindle and the Nook. Spoiler, I like the Nook. However, the Kobo is a nice little device. The only reason I don't recommend it more, quite honestly, is because it tends to be a very expensive device. In fact, let's go over here to this article. You can see what we're going to talk about here, that Kobo is developing an online community that will launch in 2020. However, if you look on the side real quick over here in the ads, this Kobo Forma costs $269.99. It's on sale, by the way. It's normally $270. So if you buy it now, you can save a penny. That kind of gives you an idea just how expensive Kobo can be. But these are very, very nice devices. The problem is they are complicated and very, very technical. And Kobo owners don't always have a good way to get a hold of customer service to their satisfaction. So what Kobo is doing is they are developing a community where other Kobo owners can give advice to one another, kind of like a message board of some sort, and hopefully they can help each other out. According to Good E-Reader, which is fastly becoming a site that I love to read these days, Kobo has been developing e-readers for close to a decade, and their customer service leaves something to be desired for. They outsource their telephone system to an Indian firm, and people with legit problems are bounced between tiered agents over the period of a week and often never find a resolution. Their email customer service takes even longer to get a hold of someone and get assistance. Kobo is going to do something about it. They are developing an online community that will launch sometime in 2020. Internally, Kobo has outlined the following. Kobo is launching a new online community where customers can help each other with troubleshooting problems and product support, and issues can be reported and solved within the community. Technical issues can be posted online, and Kobo employees and other Kobo customers who are experiencing the same problems can post answers. In order to launch this new service, Kobo needs to address a few key concerns. Kobo wants to offer people an option to start a new account unrelated to their Kobo purchase history. They are experimenting with an anonymous system where people don't even need to register an account to get assistance. Internally, they are testing an online chat bot that can address common concerns that are found in FAQ files, which, people should read the FAQ files. I mean, that's what it's called, the frequently asked questions, but a lot of people don't check that out. This would sort of be like the Facebook Messenger chat system that many brands develop to engage customers. I think Kobo establishing their own community would be great. The development teams tend to congregate on hardcore e-readers forums such as Mobile Read. They primarily check in to address bugs with recent firmware updates. They also operate a secret insiders program where only people who buy a ton of ebooks from Kobo are invited to join. A more general community would appeal to casual readers who have questions or concerns regarding their new e-reader, and other more serious tech aficionados can help them out. That's the author's opinion. I'm going to share mine, because mine's, of course, a little bit more mixed, if you will. First of all, I don't think this is terrible. A community is something that makes sense. It's something that all major websites have. There is a community when you go on Amazon, who we'll be talking about in our next video, negatively, of course, because there's nothing ever positive to say about Amazon. Sorry, getting off topic. Microsoft has one of these communities. Apple has one of these communities. Heck, technically, Uber and Lyft have these communities. They exist on Facebook, on Uber People Net. It's just crazy to think that Kobo does not have their own message board for their hardcore customers and readers to share these things and to compare notes to one another, because the sad reality is that it usually is faster to get support from a stranger on a message board than it is from a company. Now, I don't know if this is something to be completely praiseworthy, because Kobo should have good customer service. They really should, especially when their e-readers are costing almost $300. It is insane to me that Kobo is looking at the situation like, yeah, we've got bad customer service. We've got, people can't get a hold of us. We're not helpful. So what are we going to do? Are we going to improve ourselves? No, we're going to open up a community, and the community can help each other out, and that will look good on us. No, Kobo, that just looks good on your community. I think this is step one. Yes, get the community up and running, because the more people can get their answers to very rudimentary basic problems fixed on a community tab, the better your customer service can focus on the real problems, which are typically hardware failure, burnt screens where the letters are just burnt into the screen and like you can't change them. Those are the issues that you should be fixing. The community can't help with those. The community can help with like some of these other things that were addressed in the article. I totally understand that. I know where they're coming from. However, I would really hope Kobo take this as a first step to fixing their customer service problem, because e-readers are one of those interesting things. I mean, they really haven't been relevant for a long time. If you have an iPad, a Surface, a Fire tablet, which is essentially like a Kindle, basically it's Amazon's tablet. If you have any of these, you can download the Nook and Kindle and Google Play apps. You can download the Crunchyroll manga app, Shonen Jump, and you can read a bunch of stuff on your tablet devices. You technically have not needed an e-reader for a long time. And yet people love them. I love them. I love them because they get a lot of my hours on a single charge. And I like the way they feel. I like the way they look. I confess I prefer the Nook. The Kobo is a very close second. And then the Kindle, like the black and white Kindle, not the tablet Kindle. That's like a third. Although I have to say, the Kindle device is also very nice. So there's a lot to like about e-reader devices for book lovers. So it kind of makes sense that they wouldn't sell enough to really have like the best customer service infrastructure in the world. However, they sell enough that you should be able to rally that community to get basic, simple questions answered on the fly and have them help one another. It doesn't excuse you for your customer service sucking. However, by getting this community up and running and having the readers and the owners share basic information that can help other people out, maybe customer service will not be overburdened with all these calls and they can focus on making that better. And again, I want to stress, your devices cost a lot more money than these. That's the only thing that really stops me from recommending Kobos to the average person. If you're a hardcore reader, a Kobo is something that you do want along with a Kindle and a Nook. It just is. However, if you're not a hardcore reader, an e-reader is truly just an extra device. I will always recommend a Nook, or need be a Kindle, because they're usually less than $100, brand new. And, so there you have it. However, the Kobo devices are nice. I definitely welcome this change. And what about you? Are any of you folks out there Kobo readers? What do you think about this? Is this a device you would want? Is customer service something that you have trouble with this company? And do you consider this to be a positive step in the right direction? I would personally love to know. So, comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as low as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly, and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. And if gas prices are getting you just a little low in the blue, check out the Get Upside app below. It's totally free, but you get cash back on every gas purchase. If you want to talk to me or other fellow ebook readers or fans, check us out at the Apptrepreneur Hangouts on Facebook. Since we are talking about ebooks, I am currently reading Who Whacked Roger Rabbit and the second book in the Promise Falls trilogy. I highly recommend them. I highly recommend the Promise Falls trilogy a little bit more. Who Whacked Roger Rabbit is definitely more for fans of the Roger Rabbit movie and want to see more adventures from the original author, Gary Wolfe. That's what I'm reading that on the Kindle. I'm reading The Promise Falls on the Nook. So yeah, I read on both. Figure I might as well make those recommendations since we are talking about e-readers. And as always, blame responsibly. Have a good one.